Welcome in to this week's Woolly Review. Today we have West Yorkshire Spinners Bo Peep Luxury Baby. It says it is 52% Falkland wool, 48% nylon. Now this is a 4-ply. There are 50 grams on this, quite soft I have to say. It's so fluffy. So light and fluffy and sorry. 200 meters, 218 yards. Feels lovely. I can definitely tell immediately that anybody who doesn't like wool is going to hate this, because it does have that kind of the prickly effect. It's the best way that I can describe it, but oh, it's so nice. Oh, it's so nice. Now, I've found this the cheapest place at Laughing Hens, which is linked down below, along with all the rest of the details about this. This is in the colour Dolphin, but we are not here to discuss the colour or my crochet skills. And the price of this on Laughing Hens at time of filming is £2.40. They recommend a size 3.75 hook. I could have gone with a 4. I could have gone with a 3. I had to go for a 3.5 to do this one. So, as this is a Woolly Wednesday prize, oops, that was my fault. I can't do a full swatch, but I will do a half swatch. Did I say there were 40 colours in this? Did I say that? Well, there are 40 colours available with this. But bear with me while I just count my chains, because we like to have a nice even number around here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16. There we go. So these colours are mainly solids, with approximately 13, I think it is, that are patterned like this particular one. But it feels so airy, and it's just split on me because I wasn't paying attention. Khadijah, pay attention, please. Okay. I definitely feel like I want to use a smaller hook. I feel this is a little bit too big, but it does say a 3.75 and this is a 3.5. So there is that element. But I always use what the ball band suggests, because that is what they recommend, and it's only a fair test when you use what is recommended, not your own choice. Of course, if you were to use this yourself personally and you wanted to use a size 6 hook, that is completely down to you. But for the review, I have to go with what is recommended. Oh, that's so tiny. Oh, it's so tiny. So there's our singles. And I'm going to chain 2 and do some half doubles. It feels quite nice in the fingers, I have to say. For me personally, can't really feel it at all, which is a bonus. To some people, if they can't feel it, definitely not a bonus, because they want to be able to feel what they're holding and what they're doing. But I say right at this precise moment, the fact that I can't feel it means it's not rubbing, it's not irritating, and it's quite light. Being a 4-ply, it is ever so slightly fiddly, but that's okay. So yes, £2.40 for how many meters was it? 200 meters. Falkland wool. And that little bit of nylon in there as well. There we go. That's the last one in there. And then we do our last row. So chaining 3 and doing our last row, which is double crochets. Of course, this is American terms that I'm using. Oops. Oh my gosh. If this were English terms, then it would be a treble. That's because there are 3 on your hook before you draw through, and that is why it's called a treble in UK terms. Okay, I'm quite enjoying using this actually. Apart from the fact that I wouldn't mind a smaller hook, I quite like it. Of course, we have to see what Mr. Frog thinks, because that might change everything. After all, this is wool. And wool and frog don't tend to get along, but we'll see. Do it in the space, because why not? Okay, so there we have not overly clear stitch definition because there's a little bit of fuzz, but it isn't too bad at all. Not too bad. Oh, I'd be very, very happy with that against my skin. Personally speaking, of course. There's a slight bit of elasticity there, which will be the nylon helping it out. But now we're going to go and see Mr. Frog. So Mr. Frog, let's go for a stroll. Nice gentle stroll. But then maybe you're more of a moped rider, maybe. Oh, nearly, but not quite. Not as kinky as I expected. Yes, there's a slight bit of kink there, but it is not as bad as I expected at all. I'm quite impressed with that. Don't know about you. You'll have to let me know down below. Were you expecting more kink? Okay, so let's wind her up. The colour change on this, thankfully, is quite long. I mean, I say thankfully for my own personal taste, of course. Yours may be very, very different. Maybe you like nice, quick changes. For me, I like them to be as long as possible. So we have a Bo Peep Luxury Baby. Oh, it feels like a luxury baby. Okie dokie. So here goes. Would I completely turn my back on it? No, 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 no. Would I be quite disappointed if that was the only wool nylon mix in the shop and I desperately needed it? Would I be quite disappointed? No. Would I be more like, well, I guess it's in my top 10, but you definitely haven't got the other one? Okay, well, I'll take it then. Would I say it was in my top 3 for a wool nylon mix? Well, £2.40, 40 colours, 4 wool, 200 metres. I think that's blooming good. Personally speaking, I think that is blooming good. So I am going to go who am I kidding? Who am I kidding? We're going to give it a full-on 5 ladybirds. Yes, we are. 5 ladybirds out of 5 for the Bo Peep luxury baby. Maybe you've tried it and you don't agree. Let me know. Maybe you might be willing to give it a go. Let me know. Either way, you'll have to do that in a comment down below. That's underneath where the subscribe is, which costs you absolutely nothing. And heck, you can always become a member and help the channel along and help everybody. Not only the channel, but the subscribers and the other members too. And of course, being a member, you get extra privileges on the channel, like giveaways, special lives where you get to find out behind the scenes. And there are a certain few little perks, packs and perks. That's how we do it, packs and perks. But anyway, 5 ladybirds out of 5. Do you agree? Do you not? Let me know down below. Take care. Bye-bye.